And we've got a couple more debutantes going around here in race number 3 at Sha Tin. This is a Class 4 contest over the 1,200 metres with 12 heading to post, headed by Ground Power. Here's the first of them. Michael Chang Blake Shin makes his debut. Precision Dream. Last on his debut, Wagner Borges ride from barrier number 11. Rhapsody was a last start course and distance winner, moves out from barrier 2 to 12. Though Vector being the other debutant, he'll jump from barrier 3 for Tony Cruz and Karis Teton. Super Red Dragon, another last start course and distance winner. Inno Legend run up to Mighty Valor last time out. Breezer Spring placed on his last 2 starts, course and distance. Get down to Chipau Boss, who was 4th over the 1,000 last time behind Goko and Victorious Leader. The visor comes off, he'll jump from the inside gate under Victor Wong, well held by Soaring Tower last time. Precision Dream, Rhapsody and Easy Dazzling, Tom, are the horses that have been up at Chongfa.
Doesn't look to be a lot of competition, I thought, for Victor. Maybe they roll the dice and go forward with Rhapsody to avoid a 3-wide transit potentially out of gate number 12 with Joe Moreira. Little Thunder will probably be there somewhere. He's a horse that can race handy. Inno Legend was able to lead all the way in a recent barrier trial, so maybe they go forward with him. Chipau Boss is another horse that can be handy. Matthew Chadwick for David Hall. Super Red Dragons on that 3-wide line. Breezer Spring, one of the newcomers there, Grand Power on the rail.
This horse here was absolutely backed like there was no tomorrow last start. He was really punted right into 6, and he's been working well again since he's been up there. He goes nicely. Rhapsody and a nice piece from him. Victor, he's got this raw ability, this horse. He's trialled really well. He's a big, strong horse. He's 12, 15 pounds. He's had the 3 trials, and he looks like a really nice recruit. Another one of the deep fields up here in Hong Kong, and that progeny's going well. And Inno Legend here, Zach Purdon's mount, he went really well at his last start, second behind Mighty Valor, and he looks good. He's come on from that run, and he looks nice and relaxed in his work in the mornings as well. All right, we'll have a look at Inno Legend at the trials. We'll hear from Karis Teton talking about Vector as well. But we'll start off, Tom, with Rhapsody. This was his 4th start last time out, and he managed to get the win from My Sugar. He did. He was heavily supported, as Paul mentioned before, had a nice run through, was able to come to the middle part of the track and just hold off the late challenge from My Sugar. Interesting, Paul, gate number 12. Wonder if they opt to go forward to avoid that wide transit. That was a little thing that worried me, was the gate, where he was going to be. I mean, if he reproduces this, then he's obviously going to be right there once again. Eventually see what price he comes up. All right, Super Red Dragon got his maiden victory last time out. It took him a little bit longer, Paul, than it did for Rhapsody to win, but he was actually behind him. So this was a start before for Rhapsody. Yeah, and so you can see it took a little while to get out, Super Red Dragon. Once he got out, he finally got his nose in front. Now, prior to that, though, he'd been very consistent. He'd run second at his previous 2 starts, then a 4th and a 2nd behind that. So, look, it wasn't like any stretch. It's not one of these really long-standing maidens that you wonder if he ever was going to win a race. You always thought he was going to, and he did then. And, of course, for Rhapsody coming out and winning since, he's been really consistent. Had a nice run through there, and I didn't quite find him in this time, though. OK. What about Inno Legend? We're back at the trials here, Tom. Solid 2nd behind Mighty Valor last time out. Well, as I mentioned before in the speed map, he led all the way in this recent barrier trial. I thought he looked good to the line there. He was certainly no match for the winner last time out, Mighty Valor, who won by 3 lengths. But he was next best, and maybe, Paul, from his draw of gate number 2, they roll forward with him. Yeah, well, exactly. There's the opportunity to do it, isn't it? And he did win this trial with plenty in hand as well. So he's come on from that 2nd, so he's one of the major players. OK, the draw certainly doesn't hurt his chances. That is Zach Purton rides him. Breezer Spring, Paul, 2 starts this campaign, 2nd, 3rd. He was a course and distance winner last season. And he's had a new stable, so he's now with Jimmy Ting. He's left Peter Ho. I thought this trial was really good from him as well. He has his horse that generally does work well in the mornings. Interesting to see how he goes. I found a spot for him because he's interesting now with the new stable. Yeah, I put him in. He was crowded at the start, held up in the straight, but finished off well. He covered ground in that barrier trial there as well. So I thought he was an improver out of that race as well that he was in last time out. Super Red Dragon and Sunny Star have both won out of that Galactic race. So form there is stacked up well enough. Did like his trial. All right, OK, that's Breeze of Spring. What about the horse that's actually favourite at this stage, the first starter, Vector? He's be ridden by Karis Teton.
Karis Vector steps out for the first time on the weekend. You've done a lot of work with this horse. What's he like?
Yeah, he's a lovely horse. He's been trialling really nicely. He's still a young horse and he's still learning about everything. But you know, he's done everything right. So we're looking forward for his first run.
How ready do you feel he is for this first run?
He's ready enough to go to races and be competitive, but I still think, of course, racing will bring him on. So yeah, I think he's gonna go out and be competitive for sure.
Does he feel like a nice horse?
Yeah, he does. He gives you a nice feel when you ride him. Like I said, I don't think he's at his best yet. I still think racing will bring him on, but I'm very happy with him.
Rhapsody lines up in the same race. You won on him last time out. What are your thoughts on him as a horse, Karis?
Well, yeah, it was a very impressive win with him last time. I thought he, even Mr. Saiz said the horse has improved a lot the way he won, and I think of course he's gonna be a main competitor. But of course I'm happy with my horse that I'm riding.
Were you already booked for Vector?
Yeah, I was. This is why it was not easy to ride the other horse.
Slightly different backdrop there as well. Ed was at the trials at Happy Valley on Friday morning to catch up with the jockeys. Favourite then, Paul, Vector. What do you think?
Yeah, he's come up short. I've really liked his gallops and trials. He's got that raw ability. So I will take a chance with him. But if anything goes wrong, Inno Legend's going to be there to pounce. So I think that's a Quinella, 4 to beat 7. Super Red Dragon has been consistent. And I just put Breeze of Spring in ahead of Rhapsody, just with that stable change. Interests me a little bit here. So 4, 7, 5 and 8.
Quite keen on Vector. The way I've seen him trial, he's well related to Son of Deep Field, half to two-time Group 1 winner Cosmic Endeavour. Came out of the English yearling sale, $150,000. He's trialled nicely. So 4 on top to beat 8. Breeze of Spring, trainer change there. Rhapsody goes in, and Inno Legends trialled nicely. So 4, 8, 3 and 7.
All right, yeah, Vector for me as well. In that trial that we watched, it was Igniting that was right next to me. Ran really well at Happy Valley on Wednesday night. All right, that's race number 3.